Alhamdulillah.
So we live
Yeah.
OSOS.
Yeah. What up, what up, what up? Hey, welcome to another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy, Joe Prophet. Man, you see, I got my UK brethren right here with me, man. My boy Specs, man. We got a couple a couple hot topics and stuff we want to talk about. Some things that have popped up in the boxing world, the sports world. We're gonna the first thing, I want to talk about is this Boots and Teofimo Lopez, man. The fight kind of came out of nowhere, amid all this, the things that's going on with Boots, as far as him looking bad in the public, you know what I'm saying, and in the urban community looking scary as shit, ducking, you know, and and it's ironic that the fight that that he got coming, that this fight that he got coming up with a guy like Teofimo, who in some people's eyes, was looking crazy at T.O., making kind of racist comments or whatever, talking, calling niggas monkeys and shit like that. So it's ironic that this is the contender that Boots is facing. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I do like the fight. I do wonder if the fight's even real. Boots likes to, you know, it's so interesting when he chooses not to be involved in situations. It's very it's interesting to me, you know what I mean? Shout out my man Smoke TV. He tried to bring me in a situation with Greg Hackett the other day, and I'm out here in Nigeria, and it was kind of crazy, so I wasn't able to join. And I feel some type of way about that because, I definitely wanted to ask Mr. Hackett a couple questions, knowing how close he is to Mr. Boots Ennis. But before I do all that, man, Specs, tell me how you feel about this Boots and Teofimo fight, man. Is it making sense to you? Like, what do you think about it?
You know what? It was an interesting announcement to hear that it's in the works. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It was an interesting announcement. Obviously, after the whole debacle with Boots, whether is he going up, is he staying? Do you know what I mean? And then to hear this pop up, it was like, okay, this could be a great fight. Do you know what I'm saying? I think this could be a nice, healthy fight for 2025, especially if we get that
sure.
first quarter. I mean, it'll be good to get Teofimo back in the mix, if I'm honest. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be good to see where he's at. Like, I think it could work out to be nearly 50-50.
Shit. T.O. and Boots 50-50. Okay.
That's what I'm
I
thinking,
mean, yeah, but you know what? I'm with you on that because any and every time I go against Teofimo Lopez, dog, this dude just proved the Josh Taylor shit. I thought he's gonna get his ass whooped. The the fucking Lomachenko thought he was gonna get his ass whooped. And it's like T.O. seems to be this guy that the bigger the stage, the bigger the Teofimo Lopez. You
This
get the
is it.
best T.O. on the biggest stage. It's so damn crazy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know what I mean? Hey, shout out my boy Just Jay, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you that shout out, boy. League, I don't even know what he said, but shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, man. Teofimo Lopez is that's why I can't count him out. I can't just say, hey, Boots gonna beat his ass. Nah, I can't say that because every time I've done it, the guy just proves me wrong. You know what
This
I
is
mean? I
it.
know that T.O. is he's one of them guys that he's ready for the big stage. He's ready for the, you know what I mean? It almost like it feeds him to be in that type of capacity. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I was like, I don't wanna I ain't gonna do it to him. I ain't gonna do it to him. I'm with you. I got a little excited at first, but I will agree with you and say it's probably 50-50 because we don't know what T.O. we gonna get. And if we get the best version of him, man, it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue, you know.
Seriously.
Um, Okay, shout out Lunatic, man. Lunatic said if Boots beats Tiafimo, he won't get any credit. I don't know. I would definitely give him credit because Tiafimo's a pound for pound guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's a pound for pound guy. Well, he got 2 titles in 2 different weight classes. Like, he's pound for pound. I give it to him. I give Tio that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I mean, a little much. You know, it's just I'm like, well, I don't really know what he's doing, what he's on. Some of the stuff he be saying. He seemed cool. I mean, I've talked to him in person. He seemed pretty cool. But then I heard the monkey shit. Just like, damn. And then he gets on Mace and Cal show, and then it's just like, he ain't really standing on what he said. You know what I'm saying? It's just, he try to like turn it to something else, but that it is what it is, man. I don't really, I don't get too crazy on that, man. But let's kind of turn the tide a little bit, Specs. Let's go to your side of the pond, man. Conor Ben and Eubanks, man, possibly fighting at a catch weight. I don't know who, if anybody was watching or whatever and seen Eddie Hearn and Eubanks, the guy that
Manager.
represents Team
Yeah.
Eubanks manager, they kind of got into it about the split, 55-45. Eddie wants 50-50. Tell me what you think about it, man. Is it a 50-50 fight? Like, do you believe that Conor Ben deserves 50-50? And do you think that Eubanks, got a bigger name than Conor? Tell me. I mean, because you're over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We on the outside looking in. You in the inside looking out. You know what I mean? So you getting so kind of tell me what you think about that.
You see, Conor Eubanks definitely has the bigger name. It goes without say. It just goes without say. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the profile of the fighters, the fights that have been had, do you know what I mean? Eubanks Jr. is it, it it has now forced its way to be a good fight because in my opinion I felt like this fight should never have happened even the first time when Eubank Senior was calling for this fight to not happen. I was more supporting that for the matters of, do you know what I'm saying, how much weight Eubank Jr. was going down, was cutting for that first fight, and now the whole debacle with, Ben coming up dirty, all of that long situation there, because it's the British Border Control is not like they're seemingly holding firm on their stance. It Whether they'll clear him to fight in the UK or not still hasn't been confirmed. So it's like, yeah, there's that still makes everything in the air for me. But now I'm like, I guess it's forced its way to be a good fight. Like
All
yeah. Again, it's weird for me. It's so weird for me because I feel like Chris Eubanks Jr. was meant to have superseded his father enough, like when he was campaigning for the Triple G fight, when he was campaigning for the Canelo fight. And this fight would have never have made sense. This fight would have never had made any sort of sense to have happened. But here we are. Here we are, where it can be both of their biggest paydays and a great way to, consummate this this historical rivalry in the UK. But I just feel that there's more in it for Conor Ben. There's just
Yeah.
more in this for Conor Ben. There's more of a motivating factor for him. There's more to like Chris Eubanks has got more to lose. If he loses this fight, where does he go? What's next for him?
Right. Like, you losing to a fucking welterweight, losing to a goddamn near 3 weight classes down. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not going to be a good look. I'm with you on that. And Conor Ben definitely has more to gain. You're beating a bigger guy, a bigger name. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? It kind of perpetuates you over that guy in the UK eyes, in the UK fans' eyes. It's definitely a lot for Conor. I mean, I'm with you on that. Yeah, for Conor. Like, for Chris, I don't know, bro. I mean, for so long, we know he was chasing that Canelo fight. Then we know we wanted the Charlo situation, and none of those really seem to work out. And I don't really know why. You know what I mean? Especially with the Charlo situation, I always thought that would have been a good damn fight. You know,
Mm.
but it just didn't work out like that. And I guess it's all right. It ain't the worst, you know. But I don't know, man. I want when it comes to I want to see Conor Ben in boots or Conor Ben and hell, I even take Conor Ben and Blair Cobbs. Like, give me something good at 47. But I understand where this guy could make all this money at fighting Chris Eubanks, and it's prize fighting. So you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at that. But I'm just
Yeah,
like, come on, bro. Like Eubanks, you could be trying to, 60 ain't the most glamorous weight class, although it used to be. It ain't just what it ain't what it used to be anymore. You know what I mean? So you're right. If Eubank was to take a loss to Conor Ben, what the hell you gonna do, bro?
yeah.
Damn.
It's yeah. It's again. I just feel like this is just this. I just never imagined this for Chris Eubank Jr. I'll be so honest. I never imagined this for him. I never saw this him having to be in this situation. Maybe them going back and forth about it and like us kind of speaking in hypothetics about if Conor Ben and Chris Eubank was doing their thing. But after Ben come up dirty for me, I'm like, what? Okay, what has he done? Do you know what I'm saying? What has put him back in the steed that this fight needs to happen?
Right.
Chris Eubank, why do you need to have this fight? Because ah, what who was the guy that Chris Eubank lost to? Sorry, what was I forgot my man. I forgot my
Then
man.
he
Chris.
came back and beat with Bomac.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. Look. I was literally just trying to think of this dude's name while you was talking. Let me see.
Um
Let me pull it up real quick.
there's fights.
Let me find. Let me hold on, y'all. Y'all stay with me real quick. Let me find this guy
I
name
think
real
was it
fast.
Liam Walsh or no, what's his name? What was his name? What was his name?
I
Because
got you right here. Yeah, you're right. It was Liam Smith.
it's Liam Smith.
Beefy.
Liam
Yeah, it was
Smith.
Beefy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Beefy beat his ass the first time, and then he got with Bomac, got his shit together, and came back and beat the fuck out of Liam. But that's what
Do
I
you know
love
what I mean?
about boxing, though. See, because a lot of people they would take that ass whooping that he took the first time, you know what I mean, and they don't come back the same. They don't. They
Yeah.
don't. They can't really go through adversity. You know what I mean? Go through the grit, fall down and get back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything has to be like patent, so to speak, like y'all boys say. You know what I mean? It's like that shit don't really work like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes the shit ain't gonna go your way. It's gonna be some bumps and bruises. You know what I mean? You gotta show that you can go through that adversity. You get up, you can take them licks and keep on ticking. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something boxing fans and fight fans, period, just love. Like, man, this dude is a beast, man. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? You gotta kill this motherfucker. You know what I mean? He gonna keep fighting back, woo, woo, all that. Like, that is the shit that people embody and love about fighters and fighting in general. You know what I mean? So it's like when I see a fighter that really can't go through adversity, or, the first time he faces adversity, it's like, damn, what happened to this guy? What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit right that discourages me right there when I see that from a fighter, you
This is
know?
the
And
thing. It's because Eubanks is the losses he's taken.
yeah,
When I think about like I can't call it a formidable loss because he was outclassed like by George Groves.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that for me, it was like, okay, is this his level? Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Is this who he is now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like we can only talk about potential for so long in this sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, all right, my boy, like you've met world level now. Do you know what I'm saying? And what have you done? What have you produced of it? Like, and this is a thing that I currently have against with British boxers. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like maybe they scale up too quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe they scale up too quickly and take a loss that hinders themselves down the line, as opposed to being able to actually build momentum, steady momentum that is able to that it sees them pick fights that you can see their growth, you can see the transition up the levels. Do you know what I'm saying? Forget the name. Just within the 10 to 12 rounds or whatever it is that you work up from, wherever it is you work up from. And for me, Eubank was just steaming through a lot of nobodies for a long time. And whenever he met real levels, he got outboxed every time.
Right. Yeah.
Every time. Liam,
Yeah.
to the point where when he come to have this fight against Liam Smith, he was so much in his head. He got starched within, what was it, 4 rounds?
You're right.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he just got blasted out there the first time. And I'm just thinking, like, I mean, last time out, Eubanks Jr. was really sharp. But I'm like, can you
Mm.
still fight though?
Right. Is the
Smoke,
fight
what's going
still
on?
in you? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
facts.
Oh, look at all right. Let's look at what this lunatic said. He said Eubank Jr. and Ben is a good fight for the UK fan, but has no real significance in the world of boxing.
Yeah.
What do
I
you think
agree.
about that?
I agree, man. It's a novelty again. It's a great British. It's a historical rivalry, but in my opinion, we should have never been in a place to be talking about this fight coming to fruition like that. Maybe it could have been. There's another Eubank. There's another Eubank. It's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's his cousin or something,
that's his
right?
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what
'Cause
I'm
I saw the
saying?
dad in the corner. What's his name? Let's start with something. See you. I know you talking about. I can't think of his damn name.
Do you know what I mean? There's a cousin, but
Yeah.
maybe they could have. Do you know what I'm saying? It could have been something that just made a bit more sense than this. Like I just
Right.
feel that Eubank Jr. was the way that the way that he was rolled out. I felt like he was he was Chris Eubank 2.0, and he was coming to supersede his father.
Mm.
His career's gone how it's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can't say that it's not been a bad career, but he hasn't reached the heights that I feel that was maybe put onto him, and he set himself up for so much so. And now this is a novelty fight that people are calling for. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just me personally. Do you know what I'm saying? But that aside, it's great. It'll be great for for the British public. Do you know what I'm saying? It could definitely be a sellout event. I just don't see going in Chris's favor, man. I just don't.
Man, shout out my boy Smoke with me TV in the building. You know what I mean? New York, New York. Harlem Eubank. That's the name. Shout out Lunatic for that
Harlem,
name.
yes,
Harlem
yes.
Eubank.
Shouts to Lunatic.
Shout out to Kim folk, man. Um, so I don't know if you heard that the no the WBO, or is it the IBF? Let me make sure I got this correctly because it was very interesting. And I'm trying to figure out, maybe we can get some understanding right here. Okay, the WBO will not recognize Errol Spence Jr. as a title challenger against Fundora. I don't know if you heard that. I'm gonna read that again. The WBO will
Oh,
not recognize Errol Spence Jr. as a title contender against Fundora.
interesting.
Very interesting. I was trying to get to the bottom of it. I didn't. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure out. So what? Why are they having a fight? You know what I mean? And here goes the real crazy part. Here goes the real crazy part, Specs. If Spence wins the fight, the belt goes to none other than Terrence Crawford.
Wait,
If
what?
Spence beats him, he doesn't win the belt. It goes to Terrence Crawford. I was trying to understand it. I was like, wow. I
What?
said, man, and if that's some shit that could really discourage somebody like Spence, and probably force him to really call it quits in boxing, because not only did this dude beat your ass in the weight class under, but you try to do some little snake charmer shit and go around him and get a belt, and the move that you made only led you right back to him.
That's
Oh, it's so
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn, Spence. Nah, that is gonna be really sick because a lot of people ain't gonna understand what's going on. You know what I mean? According to this article from Boxing Scene, If Errol Spence beats Fundora, that belt then goes to Terrence Bud Crawford. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. That's crazy. And if he's aware of that, and I kind of like that from the WBO because it's almost like they forcing Spence's hand to get back in there with Crawford. I like that.
Mm.
It's like, no, you're not gonna get around fighting this guy again. You want to call yourself a two division world champion, or you want to fight him again.
You got to
That's
see
what's gonna have to
him.
happen, but like you're not gonna be able to like weasel your way and get the belt. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to fight that dude, man. So I love that from the WBO. I don't feel no type of way about it. I feel like that's what they should have did. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
how did he get to be the number one ranked super welterweight in the WBC? How?
Mm.
The man ain't had one fight at 154 pounds. He's coming off probably the most brutal ass whooping of his career, and he's ranked number one. Nah, come on, man. I know they pay for ranks. We know this. We understand the game, but damn, like he's over Charles Conwell. He's over Erickson Lubin. He's over I mean shit, anybody that's actually had a fight at 54, he's over them,
He's
especially in
over.
the top 10.
Mm.
I don't know, man. Specs, man, give me your thoughts on that about what you think about the WBO not recognizing Spence as a contender, and everything that's going on with Spence, man. Tell me what you think, bro.
I think it's kind of a noble move. It's quite a noble move because I guess, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Spence is trying to creep up to 154 and just try to, clean up quickly, like put himself back into contention, it is as you said. But do you know what? I hear it. I hear it. I don't even hate on it at all because for him to actually be free, he needs to see Bud again. He
Facts.
needs to see Bud again. That like he went ghost after that fight. Do you know what I'm saying? They was talking about the rematch, and I guess he just left it until the rematch was void, but then turned up
Right.
after.
Yeah. So people damn near forgot about it. Like, it's bro, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how Errol Spence it ain't sitting right with him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit it can't sit right with him. Because the type of fighter and the type of person that I believe Errol Spence to be, and you lose in that fashion to somebody like Terrence Bud Crawford, you gotta want that get back.
Yeah,
But his energy is giving me everything but that. You know what I mean? I'm not getting somebody that wants to get back in the ring with Bud Crawford. And the signs are glaring and clear. You know what I mean? Like you were supposed to rematch this dude last December, and that turned around to this December, and you still ain't fought. You know what I mean? You done had eye surgery. You on vacation with baby girl. You know what I mean? You doing everything but trying to fight Terrence Crawford. Everything. Like you doing everything but trying to fight Terrence Crawford. And
true.
I mean, like I said, at this point, it's just glaring and clear that he ain't trying to deal with that dude no more. He don't want no more smoke with Terrence Crawford. Like he don't want that. In my opinion, he don't want that. Because if he do want that, why he fight Madrimal? Why you jump in the ring with Fondor? Like where that come from?
True.
Now you got 154 pounds. You rank number one. I mean, I don't. It don't seem to me like you don't want that. You don't want that. Shout out to Smoke TV, man. He said, like you said, man, he didn't earn nothing. Like it's facts. Like you earned nothing. Like when I look at them damn rankings and I saw that Errol Spence was the number one welterweight, number one super welterweight in the I'm like, how? How the hell did this dude just jump over all like come on, dog. It really don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense at all. Like, what? It's too many. It's too many, bro. There's too many deserving guys at 54 over an Errol Spence.
This is
Like,
it.
let's go to this list, man. Let's go to this goddamn. Let's look at this shit. WBC. Come on, man. This dude is over Boachuk, Madrimov, Charles Conwell, Jesus Ramos, uh, Erickson Lubin, Brandon Adams. Like, come on, these guys are like, these are formidable welterweights, bro. I don't
bro.
know if Aaron Spence can just beat these guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, and he's just ranked over these guys. They've been. I mean, I want to say Charles Conwell damn near been at 54 his whole career. How does somebody like Errol Spence just jump over this dude? I don't get it. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been saying it for a long time. Charles Conwell is a dangerous person at 154 pounds. I'm not gonna lie. He's dangerous, Specs. Like, that dude is killing shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I understand why people are kind of like avoiding this guy, or staying away from him. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But you know, it is what it is. Another subject, man. I don't know if you heard about the NUA fight with Goodman. It got
Yeah,
pushed back like another month.
yeah.
So supposedly Goodman got cut in his final sparring session. You know, cut under his eye. Um, Pushed the fight back a month. I don't really know what to think about that. I mean, sparring is sparring. You know, you working hard. You trying to stay sharp, but I mean, I don't know. To get a cut under your eye this late before, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's convenient. I'm not. I mean, cause shit happens. You know what I'm saying? When you in there banging and battling, shit happens. You know what I mean? It's rough in there. Ain't nothing sweet about it. I mean, so it possibly could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, Goodman, I think he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? But what
one
does
of
he
them.
got for anyway? That's to be determined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Give me your thoughts on Goodman, dog.
Boy, I don't, boy. It's one of them ones, isn't it? It's one of them things. Like these guys, they be going hard in training. Clearly, they be going hard in training. Like I just look on it as a shame. I just hope that, like, I wanted to see Inoue come out again before the end of the year and just kind of solidify his fighter of the year status. To be fair, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm already calling him fighter of 2024, and
Mm.
yeah, yeah, that was, it was a shame. It's a shame. Like, hopefully, again, we do get that in January, and everything goes ahead as planned.
Yeah, I would like to see that fight. Um, you know, I spoke about this a little, a couple, I mean, maybe a couple episodes ago when when I saw Inoue at Shushu Carrington's fight in New York City and MSG. That was interesting to me because, you know, at that time and still today, Shushu was a prospect. You know,
Mm.
no, actually today he's a contender. Let me take that back because he's ranked number one,
Yeah, yeah,
the featherweight. You know what I'm saying, in the world. So I take that back. He's a contender now. But I'm like, man, I don't know how Inoue could have foreseen that. But Inoue literally came to just to see this guy fight, and I do mean just to see him fight. Like, before he walked out, Inoue came in the building. Everybody's shocked. Like, what the hell is Inoue doing here? As soon as Shushu's fight was over, he disappeared like Prince. He was gone. It was, I mean, he didn't see Inoue anymore. So Shushu is on his radar. I like that fight. I didn't like it then. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that was like earlier this year. I don't know why I didn't like it because, you know, maybe it was because of how I saw Inoue do Stephen Fulton. And
yeah,
you know, I feel like Shushu ain't really. Uh, they haven't built Shushu up enough to get in there with somebody like Inoue just yet. I mean, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. But I like, you know, that fight. But I also like. I'm just going all over the place because this featherweight division is kind of thrown.
oh yeah.
I wanted to see Shushu against the winner of Espinoza and Robeisy Ramirez, like, and that's what
Mm.
he was in the house for at this
For
last
that,
fight in Phoenix, Arizona.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? They had him there, you know. Um, but what was strange about that though, Specs, was that after the win, it was like they started talking about Espinoza moving up
yeah,
and
yeah,
fighting.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Navarrete. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, what's going on right now? I mean, I get that because you put Espinoza and Navarrete in the same building, yeah, it's gonna be a firework. Like, it's gonna be fireworks like that. Both of those guys generate such a buzz, and they got, you know, very stellar fan bases. I think that they're gonna make some money with that fight. So I saw the money play with that. But when you're just talking about, the division and kind of cropping out the division or seeing who's the best in the division, it's like, why y'all doing that? You know what I mean? Because it was weird. It was just weird because you got Oshaki Foster in the building that's looking for the winner of the NUA and Valdez.
Yep.
And then you got Shushu Carrington who's in the building who's looking for the winner of Espinoza and Ramirez.
Yep.
And neither one of them guys got what they was looking for. Like it was just shook the fuck up, bro. I was like, what's going on? Like, what?
Yeah.
So I mean that was just strange to me, bro. I'm not, it is what it is. It's boxing, you know what I mean? Sometimes Top Rank just does what they want to do. What's Lunatic's things? Hackett on Smoke with TV gave Fulton all kinds of excuses about traveling overseas. I mean, what? Both fighters travel.
Yeah.
Oh no. When he fought anyway. No, okay, when he fought anyway. I mean, uh, I could see that, but wasn't he over there long enough to get acclimated with the time change and all that? You know what I'm saying? And then what the hell do you think is happening when you're traveling across the world to go fight somebody? You think it's gonna be the same time when you get there? I mean, come on, man.
You
I
gotta
mean,
prepare.
I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can, you know what I mean? I understand. I mean, like me, me and Space, we was talking off camera, and I'm telling you, hey, jet lag is a motherfucker. Yeah, I get it, bro.
Serious.
It's real. Okay, I'm with you. But hey, man, you know what you signed up for, and you know what you're getting into. So I think you got to prepare your mind, body, and soul for that. And I don't think Cool Boy Steph did that. I don't think he did that. So I think that's why he got the result he got. You know, um, like I said, I saw a little bit of his preparation or lack thereof. Because he spent a lot of time in Houston before he went out there to Japan, and I just didn't really see it. I didn't really see somebody that was going in there, somebody preparing to go in there for the hardest fight of their life. I didn't see that. I didn't see that with Cool Boy Steph, and but damn, man, the way he got knocked out was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. I feel like it kind of derailed him a lot. But we'll see. He got the rematch coming up, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes for him, man. Other than that, man, Specs, look, man, I appreciate you popping on with me, dog. Shooting this shit. I had some difficulties, y'all, with the laptop. Man, it was hey, I don't know why I can't get it on to this internet over here in Nigeria, but it's all good, man. We're gonna make it work. I got my boys with me. I'm gonna call them my accountability team. They're gonna make sure I get this shit done. You know what I mean? And yeah, and we gonna do it, man. So I appreciate you. And hey man, this is another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy Joe Prophet. I got my boy Spec, my UK partner. Specs, man, tell them where they can find you at, bro.
Come on, my boy. You can find me on Spectacle everywhere, all socials. Yeah. Catch me on Clubhouse if you use Clubhouse as well with the guys and that there. We'll be chopping it up more at times. So if you want to hear some in the week stuff and that, you can find us there as well. But yeah, Insta, Twitter, Spectacle. Find me chopping it up about boxing. Yeah.
Man, I appreciate your space, man. Listen, man, we're gonna be back tomorrow with another one, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.